Hey up everyone, and welcome back to the North for something a little bit new and different today. Today in the North we're going to be checking out Black Voyage Games' new project, Lost in the Open, which is a challenging tactical RPG where you scramble to escape an assassination attempt in a low-fantasy, procedurally generated medieval world. So there's a lot of combat and a lot of overworld. People and enjoyers of Battle Brothers, War Tales, and Darkest Dungeon will probably find a lot to like in this demo alone. As we'll see with the overworld and the combat, it is very much influenced by those games I just mentioned, as well as a few. I say that in quite an endearing way as well. It wears its influences on its sleeve quite nicely. Generally, the mechanics, anyone who's played like an RPG, I think will be able to get to grips with it quite easily. But I will go through the tutorial parts as we go. I have played one version. I have played like the game already for about 30-40 minutes. That is about how long the demo lasted for me. Although I suppose you can make it last a little bit longer to keep backing and forthing. But I definitely died at the end, so it is definitely challenging to say the least. But we will have a quick gander at it today, probably for about 30-40 minutes, however long it takes to do like one playthrough of the demo. The demo itself is like a condensed version of the first part of the game, but it'll be enough there to show off, like I say, the mechanics, the overworld, and the combat, and what to sort of expect in the future as well. This should be available from the 19th of July, which should be tomorrow if this video comes out on the 18th, which it should be doing. I'll put a link down below in the description for the Steam page, as well as the Kickstarter page, which should be kicking off as of tomorrow, as far as I'm aware. For the time being, let's go into new game. There is only general that's available for the time being, which I imagine is the normal difficulty, whereas Puppet's going to be easy, Tyrant's going to be hard, depending on the one we pick. Depends on the pros and cons which are given to us for this playthrough. So for this one, the king has powerful abilities, enemies deal 100% normal damage and have 100% normal health. We must deal with the Repentance questline, which is more of a narrative theme that goes into this game, because we did say we're going to focus on narratives more than anything. But that's not currently in the demo. I imagine this might change slightly with both Puppet and Tyrant down the line. They might make it like 75% of normal damage for Puppet, and it might be 150% for Tyrant. I have no idea. That's just me guessing from other games that I've played. But you're an opportunistic military leader who maintained power with strict, organized, and stable rule. While many complained about corrupt politicians being purged, brutal taxes, or heavy conscription, nobody could argue that Rudome wasn't kept safe from threats. Using your tactical knowledge and developed management and organizational skills, you ensured that external and internal threats to the nation were quelled. Or what history makes your advisor's betrayal that much more sickening. Now, cut off from your nation and surrounded by enemies, you have a chance to return to your home, if you can make it there. So it'll be a little bit easier in terms of like our king's more powerful, and generally speaking, the damage deal and the damage taken should be about like normalized. So let's pop in there, let's see how this goes. Hopefully I don't die this time. Hey. So I am going to go through the tutorial just to give more of an idea of what to expect from the demo, as well as what to expect with the general mechanics. So thanks for playing the demo. Here's a quick rundown on how to approach our game. We're going through the shortened version of the first act, Temcow, the Fallen Forest. May the forest protect you, because its denizens will not. We're going to explain these 3 points, so biomes, nodes, and resources, so we will go through this quickly. So biomes, the Fallen Forest features 3 biomes, light, moderate, and dense. Terrain, the location and amounts of each are procedurally generated on each playthrough, but in general the forest is denser towards the north and lighter towards the south. Well, maybe we'll stick to the north because we are the north after all. You may find different scenarios within each biome, and your combat encounters will feature different environments too. Reach the east, so all the way over here, of the map, and complete an end of Act node to escape the Fallen Forest. This will complete the demo. We'll see if I actually do it this time. And then nodes, so the location of all nodes are procedurally and change on each playthrough of Lost in the Open. You may encounter empty scenario, battle, trader, and elite battle nodes with more node types under construction. Each type of node can grant a variety of benefits and drawbacks, so choose your path wisely. So we have like the freedom to move around the map, and these nodes will appear as we go. Now, most of the ones that I've seen so far are like empty, undiscovered, trader, and battle nodes. I haven't seen any elite nodes, although you'll see that there's like a red tide that follows us, which is effectively the enemies getting closer and closer as they come to assassinate us. That's when the elite battle nodes start appearing. Travel from one node to the next. Your army spends food. Each member of your army will spend 1 food for each location you move on the map. If you don't have enough food to travel to the next node, you will starve, and the system is still a work in process, and you'll currently lose food if you run out. So like I said, there is going to be a lot of chops and changes. This is only the demo after all, so don't take this as the final product by any means. You can use gold to buy food, items, recruits, and upgrade your gear at trader nodes. Once again, still deeply a work in progress. Let's rock and roll. On the run from the pursuing straight-hand forces, you can escape into Temcow, the Fallen Forest. If you have any hopes of reaching Rudome again, you must pass through it into Mardrot, the mountains ahead. Your loyal bodyguards, Magnus and Akeem, take up their place at your side, ready to protect you from all dangers upon the road. Good luck. Thanks, game. So we've got 60 food. Since there's 3 of us, we will cost 3 food for every movement, so we'll go down to 57 for the next one. Everyone has their own stats and abilities. You've also got your actual like skill trees, which are currently a work in progress unlocked anyway. I imagine there will be like skill points, so you can choose how to actually upgrade them, but we will just be assigned abilities as we slowly level up through this demo. Akeem is more of a mace man, whereas Magnus is more of a sword man who does open wounds to do bleeding. There is damage over time abilities within the game. There's also like stunning and stuff as well. Gear also affects like stats, so you've got your health and your max stamina. Stamina is based on like movement and attacks and abilities. Your armor and your move speed, which are sort of affecting, obviously you can imagine with move speed, it's how much you move in combat. Armor offsets how much damage you would take. Toughness helps against physical statuses, whereas resolve, as you might imagine, affects mental statuses. And then you've got your general damage, your accuracy, your crit chances, and your dodges. We've also got our King Navesk here, who will be a little bit more powerful than your average bear with a little bit more health, but if he dies, that's the end of the game. But we do also have Permanef to deal with as well. If any of these guys go down, that's it. They're gone. Sayonara. Let's start moving through the map. There is a trader there already, although I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to make use of it yet, so I will slowly make my way to the right. And as we slowly go to the right, like I say, there will be a bit of a red line that starts appearing here, and we need to stay away from that because we might walk into elite battles. Otherwise, while continuing down your path, you come across a small, beautiful cottage with some farmlands. Let's investigate. As you approach the cottage, you notice that nobody is home. You take a moment to decide next course. Take some of the vegetables, take some of the valuables. I'll take some of the valuables. You go inside the cottage and begin to look for anything of value. You find a few things of value and then leave the cottage. I'll take 5 gold. That's not bad. There's some events where we can recruit more people down the road, which will be things I'll be actively looking for, because for the end of the road and the end of this act and demo, we're going to need more than 3 people to survive, let me tell you. Let's just see what this event is. You continue your journey through the sparse forest. In the far distance, you notice a man lying down in the middle of the road. Move closer to the man. As you move closer, you can clearly tell he is suffering from dehydration and is barely alive. I'll give him like 2 foods. The man quickly devours the food and water. Once finished, he thanks you for your generosity, and he asks if you can spare some more supplies for his way home. I mean, I've got a ridiculous amount. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to blast through it, so offer him some supplies for the roads. Surprised by your generosity, he offers you to join your group instead of returning home. Oh! Sound! Loyal bandit. Now, this is one of the things which would be really cool, similar to like other games in its area. It'd be really cool if you could actually name these guys. Obviously, we've got Magnus and Akeem, but naming them would give it a bit more of a customizational front. It might be something they're thinking about down the line, but we've got a guy with a rusty short sword. If anything, he could be useful fodder. Now, I'm going to go up here to this next one, and then I'm going to dip down and actually show some combat off, because it is a big part of the game, as you can imagine. I don't think there's much point going to the trader as of yet, though. You come across an old broken cart, it's missing a wheel, and most of the wood is rotten and overgrown. Let's have a gander. You search your cart, but find nothing. Whatever was here was scavenged long ago. Okay, fine. In that case, on to combat. You can technically go left and go back on yourself, but I probably wouldn't recommend it much because you will eventually walk into the red line. You walk through the dark forest, another root and stone passes underfoot until the sight of a flickering torchlight in the distance catches your eye. A bandit blockade blocks the path ahead. Well, attack the blockade. We could sneak around it, but let's actually do some combat. One thing I will note as well before we get into this, we'll go through this and then I need to turn down the volume. The volume is a little bit skewed, where the volume's alright in the overworld, but then in the combat it just explodes and it's hard to hear a lot. So combat is the second half of gameplay, and the stage upon which you'll put your strategic battle plans in the action against a diverse collection of enemies. There's a few that we'll see in the demo, but there's going to be more down the line. Let's have a quick look at the demo. Each unit takes 1 turn in the round, with the order determined by the highest initiative, so very similar to BB. When a unit takes their turn, they must spend stamina in order to complete every action, movement, attacks, and abilities. All units defend the 3 tiles in front of them, displayed as a yellow zone of control. If an enemy attempts to walk through tiles controlled by an enemy, they will receive an attack of opportunity. Sounds familiar? It sounds something that we're right at home with. Inversely, the 3 tiles behind them are their rear, so they can get flanked and damaged more at the sides than at the back. Features a persistent army system. If units take damage in combat, they'll stay damaged, so they only heal slowly over time. If they die, they'll be dead forever, so there's your permadeath, and if you lose our king, General Navesk, you'll lose the game. And if we gain enough experience, we'll level up, gain increased stats, new abilities, and heal a little bit of health. I am just going to quickly change the combat audio because it is quite loud. There we go. I can hear now. So we've got 4 enemies here. We are going first. You can see the initiative up here. I will slowly put our people in front. Shieldmen are obviously going to shield. You'll see here that we've got our 3 little shields here. That is where they are going to defend, and if people walk through it, that is where we'll do attacks of opportunity. And you can see the rear and the back where we can take more damage. I don't think they're within range to attack us, so I'm not going to bother using any abilities. I'll just go to Magnus instead, and I'll put up a bit of a wall. I don't want to use the king too much, because if he takes damage, and eventually he might die, but I will sort of utilize him here just in case. Obviously, we can also only see what we're looking at. For all I know, there might be enemies behind us, but since it's a blockade and not an ambush, I imagine they're just in front of us. I'll wait for them to come to us. It's always best to wait for them to waste their initiative, as we are aware. Come a little closer so I can use some abilities on you. Oh, you actually just use the forest. I think I might pull back a little bit slightly just to force them into actually utilizing a bit more. I will put a blocking for the time being. And then just go next. Pull you forward back a little bit as well. Same with that, except cover here. You can also do angles, which is actually quite handy. You might gain a little bit close enough to actually do some damage to our guy. Unfortunately, that now means that he is within range to attack. Although that was decent. With the percentage chances as well, it is a little bit RNG with percentage chances, but we are used to that, so I'm sure everyone's fine with that. Oh, nice. Good job, random new guy. Do I have enough to move you back one? I don't. You're just going to have to live with where you are. Don't die. He might die. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, he's bleeding as well, so he's now got damage over time. The rest of them, they can't walk through each other, fortunately, so this is where we're standing here. If I put our boy here, I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but it means I can now flank and probably kill that guy. Perfect. And now I don't have enough stamina to do any damage to this guy, unfortunately. I can technically reorientate myself at some point, but I don't think I have the stamina to move that. That's fine. I've taken a little bit of damage here. Not to worry too much. Let's just focus on actual damage, not worry too much about bleeding. Unfortunately, that is going to backfire a little bit. Let's get our king in. Nice. Our king does a lot of damage, as you can imagine. You will take an attack of opportunity. I feel like we're going to lose this loyal bandit, but it is what it is. He knows what he signed up for. Oh. Oh, he survived by doing an attack of opportunity. Good job, loyal bandit. You will live to see another day. Great. So the loyal bandit leveled up. He didn't get any new abilities, but he did increase his stats. And Akeem leveled up and got knockouts. We can stun enemies for one turn. And we got a bag of polished gems, which are valuable and we can sell at a trader. That I just will do. So we've got a little bit of injuries on Magnus and the new guy. I'll take the gold and the food. I'm going to go to this trade now and sell those gems. And hopefully buy something in the interim. So we'll go and trade. Oh, you've only got food. Right. So I'm going to quickly check our stash here. Can I not trade it here? Valuable. This item is worth more to traders. It'll sell for full gap value. Do I not just, like, right-click it? Oh, yeah. There you go. It's gone now. So I've got a bit of food, but I only spend 4 returns, so I've got about 11 turns worth. I don't think I need it. I was hoping they had more stuff. I can technically upgrade my equipment. So say if I go to, like, Akeem and go to, like, his, like, armor, I can upgrade it for 66 to make it a little bit more powerful. Which I might do, or I might just go for damage, because, you know, the more damage you do, the less you have to deal with. Yeah, sure, you know what? Let's upgrade your mace a little bit, because you're going to be a bit of a defender. And as I slowly move through here, the health will go back up a little bit, so it is kind of good to wander around here and there, but not too much. While continuing on your path, you come across a small, beautiful cottage with some farmlands. Lots of a gander. As you approach, you notice that nobody is home. I've got the food, I'll take the valuables again, and I get 7 gold. And I find a few things of value and leave the cottage. Great, so I've got 76. I think I probably would be a good idea to do another combat, but I might go up here to see if I can get another higher. I might be able to bounce back and around. I don't see the red line yet, so I might be able to pull a little sneaky on the map. Ah, there's the line. You see that it's changed to elites as well, so we gotta be a little bit careful here. Take a moment to awe at the forest grandeur. Don't enjoy it too much, but at least we've got some food in the interim. Right, let's go to this event here. And now we are being chased by the lion. Emerging from the side of the path is a lean man carrying a shield and a sword. He approaches your group cautiously with his hands raised. An offer is made. Yes, please join me. Grand, so what have you got? Rusty short sword. Very similar to this guy, but with a teeny tiny bit more health that he currently has. Hey, I'll take more people. I'll always take more people. I think I'll go to here, and then go here. That's probably a pretty good shout. You notice a distant path leading to a house in the middle of nowhere. It seems abandoned. I'll quickly investigate. As you enter the house, you notice coins scattered around the floor. Some must have left in a hurry. I'll grab some coins. I think that's probably all the time I'll take it, because I don't know if this keeps going the longer I'm here. So I'll take 4 gold, and I'll get the hell out. You just need to leave the house and be on your way. Okay. On to the trader to see if I can buy anything of worth. What have you got? So you've got the Armor Vert Pendant, which is dodge plus 10 and critical chance 15. Wow. Armor plus 2. Perhaps you'll find something this key unlocks. Interesting. And then armor plus 2 and resolve. Ooh, armor plus 2 and resolve. Well, I'll buy that for sure. And I might try and keep at least 20 above just in case someone else hires. So what's that? Armor plus 2. So you know what? I'll grab that and I'll keep us above 22. If I go to our guy here and go to here, I'll give him armor plus 2 to keep him alive. And then in terms of here, I'll give Magnus the armor plus 2 and a resolve plus 15 here to give him a bit of a boost. And Magnus should hopefully level up in the next combat. Let's go do the next combat. The other guy is basically fully healed as well. As your party passes through the forest, you hear voices in the distance becoming louder and louder. Yeah, this isn't technically an English-based team as well, so give it a bit of a pinch of salt with like the spelling as well. I'm sure they will update it in the game. Once again, demo, not full release, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But louder and louder as you move forward. You only have a moment to decide your next action. I mean, I'll attack them first. Ooh, quite a few more people than I was expecting that I can see. But let's get set up and ready. I don't think I should have to worry too much about them appearing just yet. I'm a little bit worried about our bandit friends that we've got on our side who might not have enough health to get in to the end of this. Oh, no, they haven't got the stamina to get there. Good stuff. I should be able to use that to my advantage. On guard. Ah, very close. Nice try. There it is. Okay, hold that thought. I think you always get 100 stamina regardless of turn, so it's not that you run out if you use too much of it in the next turn, as far as I'm aware. Now, I can knock out people. 66 isn't very high, though. It is going to work. It is going to work. I will activate my shield and then bop this guy. Can I bop him again? I don't have the stamina for that. That's fine. 84 miss. Come on. Nice one. Good job. Who's next? So, our main man is next. I think I can probably put him here and do some damage. Nice. Now, if I pull back slightly, it might make these guys trying to take an attack of opportunity if we don't kill them first, which we won't. Oh, maybe we will. Let me move here slightly and guard this area, just in case he does decide to come and have a pop. Are you going to move at all? Oh, he was stunned, wasn't he? And now he's dead. Good job, team. No losses. We also got Rally for General Navusk. So boss's allies within 3 tiles of the king, including himself, granting them Rallied and Inspired. So Inspired causes them 15% damage and 50% crit. That's crazy. And 3 armor for 2 turns. So having General Navusk in, like, the middle of everyone would be really helpful. Magnus also got Shield Bash, which is very handy. And the Loyal Bandit leveled up. But I can't differentiate between Loyal Bandit and Loyal Bandit. Let me name them. You defeat the bandit, scavenging their supplies, so we get 19 gold and 10 food. Not bad at all. I think I'll go to this next event over here. We're doing pretty okay, to be fair. No, it's a distinct path leading to a house. I think a lot of the events might seem a little bit similar for the time being, but I'm sure there'll be more in down the line. I'll investigate it. You search for the abandoned house and find some gold. Gold is gold. I mean, now my options are combat, combat, or combat, so I guess I will take... Unsurprisingly, I'll take combat. While continue traversing, you notice a group of bandits moving towards you. They are unaware of your presence, but that may change. I'll attack them first. You can avoid them technically, but hey, why not? Ooh, they've got a brute guy, so we want to be careful of that. Let's hold that there. Let's pull you up there, because they could do some mondo damage, as you can probably imagine. So we want to be a little bit careful. I do also think people do kind of beeline to our main man, so we can always put that to our advantage, you could say. Let's pull back slightly, because you are a little bit injured, my friend. Let's see how far they move. I haven't seen any enemies drop, like, armor or weapons or anything yet, so I think the only way we can upgrade those is through the trader for the time being, but I guess we'll see. Knock him out. Nice. Shield up. Good job. Okay, hold that for... Let's pull back ever so slightly, because I think they're going to be in range to attack us this turn. If I rally, I can at least do it to 2 of them, so I'll do that. Nice miss. Good kill. All right, great job. And now we can start slamming into this. Well, we would have if we hit a lot. Such is life with RNG. Right, what's this big guy doing? Nothing yet. Right, upgrading that mace was an amazing idea. Macing idea? Doesn't quite work. Okay, a little bit of damage here and there. I could risk it. You know what? I think I will, because I can slightly flank him. Ooh, that is a lot of damage. Can I get my guy in? Come on, finish him off, finish him off. Nice, good job. This is going way better than when I played it by myself. For sure. Akeem also got Shield Bash, and Loyal Bandit leveled up to level 3. Great stuff. I don't think we're going to be seeing many other levels. Loyal Bandit might get to level 3 again as well, because it is a little bit close. I think we are getting kind of close to the end of the map, but I will take the gold and the food. I don't think there is a trader, unfortunately, that I can see, but I think we have gotten away from the red line for the time being, so I'm going to go down instead of right, just to see if we can see anything on the way. You know, it's a distinct path leading to a house. Let's quickly investigate and then leave. So that's another 5 coins for thee. I don't see any traders anywhere, which might be a bit of an issue. And when we see another man lying down in the middle of the road, man, people just lie down in the middle of the road all this time. I'll give him some food and water, and then I'll give him some to go on the way. And he's gone. I don't have a lot of food left, but I think I've got enough. So this is a trader, so I definitely will do that. I'll quickly just go here first to see if there's anything worth here. You know, it's a group of big, burly men in the middle of training. Their equipment suggests they are a mercenary group. As you walk towards their camp, they greet you and offer to join your group. I'll offer a high price of 40 gold. I've got it. One of the burly men jumps at the opportunity and grabs the bag of coins from you. He shakes your hand with enthusiasm as he joins your group. So now we've got a local brute as well. Very cool. I think their health is a bit more so, as you can imagine. And I think their base damage is a bit more than these guys. It is. Cool. We've got 6 people. This is going the best it's gone so far. And then I'll quickly nip to a trader because I do have a bit of gold. And you'll see this little blue point here. This is where the end of the act is in demo. So let me have a quick look at the traders on the road. I don't think there's much I can really buy now. I'll take that for dodge chance. And I'll give that to... Let's give it to Akeem. There you go, buddy. That should be alright. In terms of food, I've got, what, 6 people, so I can move 2 more times. I think I'll buy 1 lot of food. I'm going to run out of food, aren't I? So I can move, what, 2 times. So I could technically do 1 combat and then go do the end. I guess I might do that just to get some experience. Hopefully I don't lose anyone in the interim, and then we'll go and do the actual big fight. It's a pretty big fight, I'd say. You walk through the sparse light forest. Far in the distance, you notice a faint flickering of torch lights. Also, just needs a bit of rewording. As you walk closer, it becomes more clear what it is. A bandit blockade blocks the path ahead. Well, obviously I'm going to attack the blockade, as I always would. Be curious to see what happens if I do sneak through it, but I'm all about showing off the combat as much as I can. There is quite a lot of people, though. What's that, 6? This should be a little bit more interesting. Who's going first? Okay. It'd be cool if you could also highlight them and see what their distance, like movement distance is. That would be quite handy, but it's not like a big thing right now, so it's nothing to worry about. I will pull back people slightly to make them come to us. Put you there. Naverse, go here. Now, this guy might get caught up in the worst of it. Although he is next after that guy, so it might be okay, depending. Let's pull you back ever so slightly, just to force them to come to us. It is always a solid tactic to do, regardless of what tactical games you are making. Force them to waste their stamina and their positioning. Also legs, we have legs. I didn't really bring this up, because we're so used to people that don't have legs, so... Weird world, isn't it? Very, very weird world. So I can knock out, but I'm just going to attack instead. Man, I kind of feel sorry for that guy. But they've got a brute as well, so we just want to be a little bit careful with what that guy does. Let's go smack him. Bonk and bonk again. See you later. Now, I think I will just hold back a little bit just to cover that flank. Same with our king. I just want to make sure that he takes any damage. I don't think he will, hopefully. Wow. That was quite a lot of damage. I kind of want to keep that guy alive. So let's maybe put him here instead. Can I turn him back around? I can turn him back around. That'll do. This has backfired a little bit with trying to reflank them and move them around. But it should be still okay. He took him an attack opportunity. Great. He missed. Even better. Oh, how much health have you got? Like, nothing. Brutal. Great miss. Okay. The misses are helping, as you could probably imagine. Oh, man, that mace, though. Right, let's hold off and pull up slightly. Let us see if I can send this guy to the next realm, which I can. Naversk, I could probably finish this guy off, but that'll make him move and probably do some damage. I'd rather just make sure you have full health. And rally everyone, that should do. Seal the deal on that guy. At the very least, if you're going to die, Bandit Man, do some damage to the Brute, please. Saying that, I might be able to do some damage before that happens. What do we got? Can I can't move there, so let's move here. Come on. Oh, I'm just out. Well, loyal Bandit, you are loyal to the end. See you later, buddy. 'Tis a shame. It happens. Well, at least we got some revenge. So we lost one, and we got a little bit of damage here and there. The Magnus leveled up, and Loyal Bandit that lived leveled up, so there is that at least. And we got another bag of polished greens, which, if there is a trader somewhere, I could probably go and utilize very quickly, although I don't think there are, and this is sort of like the last point. So I guess we will go and do this. I could go and do a battle, but I can see the red line is getting very close. By the time I've walked over here, the line will be like here, and then I might get overrun by it. I'm not entirely sure what happens when that happens. So let's just get on with the end of this act. Like I said, I was only going to show it for about 30 minutes, and I think we're coming up to that time anyway. So let's get on. You move through the sparse forest and finally reach the end of Temcow. It is here where you notice the last stretch of trees in an open field. Far in the distance, you notice a path leading up into the mountains of Mardrot. As you move towards the open field, you are spotted by a large bandit group. They begin to charge. Battle is inevitable. Cool. There is 8 of them. There is quite a lot. So let's just hold it for the time being. Shield up, buddy. Shield up as well. Let's kind of like make them come to us. Let's rally everyone. I don't think they're going to be able to reach us this turn anyway, so the rally might have been better to use next turn, but it is what it is. There's quite a lot of brutes. Oh, that guy might make us. It might not. Like, we don't have to go to them, but it might be better just to try and take them out sooner rather than later. Let's hold that fort. Let's see how they react. Fortunately, they can't walk through the zones that other people are in, so that's one thing that they can't do, at least. What's our go? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make them waste their fatigue. At least a little bit. Let's move up here and guard this part. Let's see how they react. Nice miss. Tiny bit of damage. It could be worse. Oh wow, that was not a good roll for our boys. But at least he tried to move through the zone and got absolutely creamed. That's good. He solidly missed as well. Ooh, sorry, buddy. That must have hurt. Right, you flanked him. Knock him out. He's stunned. Good. He will be taking a turn. Bit of damage. Also, we're stunned at the same time, which isn't ideal, but I can manage. Okay, whose turn is next? Can I knock him out? No. Can kill him, though, which is about as good as knocking him out. If anything, some would say it's better and preferable. Come on. Nice. Okay, who's next? You are next. Oh, I missed him. Oh, looks like we might be next. Okay, I think we're going to lose our brute, but if you get at least do... Okay, he did nothing. The axe, it did nothing. Wow, those brutes do some serious damage. Okay, shield up. I don't actually know who to attack. I guess this guy. He's gone forever. Man, they've got a lot of health. Right, that one's almost dead. How much health do you guys have? Man, they are ripping through us. And we're stunned, which is not ideal. That's another one gone. At least the flanking is going to help a little bit, but the misses are not going to help at all. Okay. Let's see. Shield up. That'll do. Yeah, I thought I might take some damage, but I'd rather do the flank. Oh, 92% miss. What are you doing to me? Okay, he's dead at least. And he's dead. We did it. Sick. Goodbye, Magnus. You served us well. And also, goodbye, Loyal Bandit and Loyal Brood, but who cares about those guys? You emerge victorious and begin to loot the bandits. With no bandits in the way, you continue towards the mountains of Mardrot. Continue. Congratulations, you won! This is the end of the Kickstarter. I actually did it! Yay! Act 1 completed. King Nevescus has escaped. As your party breaks through the remainder of the sparse trees, you come across the rising, intense slopes of Mardrot, the barren mountains. You take a moment to catch your breath before pushing up into the mountains, still hearing the sounds of the Straven military behind you. This marks the first section of ground covered on your way home to Rudum, but there is so much left ahead, and many new dangers to face. Fantastic. Well, that was actually very fun and a little bit like I say, a little bit of a condensed example of what we can expect from the game. If you enjoyed what you saw there, feel free to check out the Steam page and the Kickstarter linked in the description below if you want to try it out yourself, hopefully when it kicks off tomorrow. As always, if you enjoyed that video, feel free to check out the rest of the channel. I'm sure there's more than there you'll enjoy. And also feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time that we are covering similar games down the road, which we definitely are. Once you check the channel, you'll see what I mean. Can't wait till then. Feel free to join Northern Discord. It is linked in the description below. Feel free to come to talk to us Northerners. We are a jolly bunch. Ciao for now, guys and girls. Ciao for now. Until next time.